not important that he's different from you. Some call him white man, some call him Mzungu. You might say he's an African man. He's black and white inside.
Can I say something to Team Afterburn?
All right.
Since you guys have been when you guys are posting,
yeah.
So it's like Radio Jumbo, Kiss, everybody, like the whole Radio Africa group.
Yeah.
It's like 3 million or whatever followers. And since you've been posting that I'm coming on the show, and I haven't done TV for a while,
yeah.
Guys have been sending the nicest messages. Like really nice, warm, great to see you. We can't wait to watch you. People are tuning in. So to all the people who showed so much love, asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Thanks for all the love. When Unajua was released in Kenya,
yes.
that was after 20 years of no music, coming back a second round. It was completely me having fun. I had a job as a corporate executive at Amiran, suit and tie. You know,
corporate,
the first time my music was played in Kenya on radio was on XFM.
Yes.
You remember XFM?
Yes.
Here in this,
of course.
In this, in this group, yeah.
Yes.
So when it played on XFM, Carol Radull told me, "I'm told your song is going to play. Listen to XFM at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Your song will play." I knew Caroline Mutoko. She had hosted me on her show.
Yeah.
I knew Jeff Koinange. I knew Jalango. I knew a couple, Giuliani.
Yeah.
These are the people I sent the songs to. Carol Radull was one of them, and she put it on XFM and gave me my big break. Yeah, like that.
Sema, mpenzi you've been, unaendeleaje, amani aje, yeah. Sema, mpenzi you've been, umepotelea wapi, umefanya nini?
Now, Team Afterburn, I hope we've given you at least good enough to recognize who exactly is in studio with us tonight. What? Fire Fridays has never seen a more legendary, more talented man than we have tonight. Gilad.
Hey.
Hey!
Mambo.
Hey,
wait. Wow, you're using all these big words.
I've been thrown off. I've been thrown off. Why are you speaking Swahili?
We are in Kenya.
Therefore, meaning?
No, you know, just saying, just greeting. Just greeting.
Small.
Yes,
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Guys.
Good to be here.
Listen, I feel like this is a moment in history we all need to acknowledge. Habu mark the time. It's 9:42. Yes. And we have the amazing Gilad Millo in studio with us tonight.
It's good to be here.
Do you know what, Gilad? This is one of the things where I listen to Kenyan music, and you are one of those people who threw me off entirely.
Why? It's just music.
Yes, it is just music. But for me, one of the first questions I wanted to ask you, what exactly does music mean to you, especially here in the 254?
Okay, I didn't plan it this way, but it ended up being this very cool way to connect to a country which I really love, felt like home.
Yeah.
And after a lot of years here doing other stuff, suddenly I came at everybody from a different direction.
Yeah.
And music passes all of your guards and goes straight to your heart, to your soul. Yeah. So what you would usually, like, you might see me and see a white man, okay? Huyu ni Mzungu, okay? So you might see a white man, and that automatically makes all the things that you know about white people kick in to your psyche, right?
Yeah.
Or you might see an Israeli, and everything you've heard about Israel, Holy Land, all of that stuff now kicks in, and you look at this guy with a beard. Wait a minute, these are the people of the book, right? So all the stuff that you know is kicking in, but with music, your guard is down. It's coming at you from your senses, not from the same place.
From the appearance, exactly.
So you just reach people's, and music connects people. You feel it when you're on stage, when you're singing, and the crowd. You know, I tell people, when you're in your head and you're singing and you're worried, will it sound okay? Am I wearing a nice outfit?
Yeah.
What will they think of me? Probably I'll sing okay, but you won't feel anything.
Yeah.
But if I close my eyes and just hit that zone, I could make mistakes and it wouldn't matter. You would still feel the energy. You get?
But for me, you see,
Music is deep.
It is. Because Team Afterman, the first time I ever heard you, I did not know that you were Israeli.
Yeah.
All right? So for me, I've always known, like, after doing your research and everything, Sweetie, you didn't start off in music. Okay?
No, this is my second round in music.
It's your second round, but
Yeah.
what you started off as...
Which one? Which round? I've started off many
let's
times.
Start from the round.
We've been around the block.
Let's start from the round of diplomacy.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So for me, you transitioning from that to music.
But it wasn't direct, yeah? There was 8 years in between.
True.
Where I worked here at Amiran, which is
Yes.
an agriculture company, nothing
Yes.
to do with diplomat. I was out in the field, you know.
Entirely.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't make sense as to how you'd be like, you know what? I'm waking up today and I'm going to be a musician. And you know what? Guys are going to love me.
But it wasn't at all like that. It was nothing like that. It was, I'm a musician, body, mind, soul, heart. I make music not for, there was never a plan. When Unajua was released in Kenya,
Yes.
that was after 20 years of no music, coming back a second round. It was completely me having fun. I had a job as a corporate executive
Yes.
at Amiran, suit and tie. You know,
Corporate,
the
proper.
first time my music was played in Kenya on radio was on XFM.
Yes.
You remember XFM?
Yes.
Here in this,
Of course.
in this,
Yeah.
in this group, yeah.
Yes.
So when it played on XFM, Carol Radull told me, "I'm told your song is going to play. Listen to XFM at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7
This
p.m.
time, yeah.
Your song will play." Here is me sitting in my office in Amiran, suit, jacket, tie.
Waiting for
Office
your song.
closed at 7 p.m. for that show. On my streaming XFM on my computer. And then the song comes on and I'm alone in my office. In the evening, the company's closed. Everybody went home.
Yeah.
Who's this nut sitting at, in the office at night? But yeah, it was like that.
But
not
why-
expected, not planned. And the reaction of you Kenyans was very not planned.
Yeah, of course. Because especially
surprise.
you came in and you're singing in Swahili. Okay? Now, if I see you automatically, I'm not going to assume you know Niaje.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know how to respond
Today,
to that.
everybody greets though.
Yeah,
Everybody
like
knows.
obviously. But now I wouldn't. I would be here with Steno and I'd be like, "Hey, check your say makeup." And I know I'm safe because you don't understand. But you break out with songs in Swahili. So why would you get into that? Okay, urban times. Why would you get into that bag? Tap into the Kenyan market using Swahili as opposed to just
So
singing
again,
traditional songs.
there was no plan to tap into any market. I recorded a song for me. Then friends Giuliani,
Yes.
who's a good friend of mine, he heard it and he said you should release it. So I just sent it to everybody I know who was at the time, people I was working with on Farming is Cool, which was
Yeah.
the campaign we were doing. So I knew Caroline Mutoko, she had
Yes.
hosted me on her show.
Yeah.
I knew Jeff Koinange, I knew Jalango, I knew a couple, Giuliani.
Yeah.
These are the people I sent the songs to. Carol Radull was one of them and she put it on XFM and gave me my big break.
Yeah.
Like that.
But
That was 3 months before the video came out.
true.
So nobody knew I'm Mzungu. Everybody thought it was Kidum. Because we have the same kind
Exactly,
of
kind of voice.
raspy
Yeah.
voice. So a lot of guys, I've been told that they thought it was Kidum at the time.
Because for me, honestly, first time I heard you, I was like, Gilad, all right, Gilad, cool. Let's listen to him. Let's see what he's all about. I'm hearing you speak in Swahili. I do not put a face behind that song. And I love that because with music, you're universal. It doesn't matter what you
I
look
think so.
like or anything.
I agree.
But it's what you sound and how you relate to how your
Yeah.
target audience now listens to you. Now, Team Afterburn, if you've never had Gilad, let me put you on in the next couple of minutes. Let's say 5 minutes, kidogo. And then we'll delve deeper into what exactly Gilad has just put into our industry and what he's doing for Kenyan music. Because, guys, it's huge. So stay tuned. Steno, fanya hiyo kitu. Nice. Now this is one song I wish you could sing to me. Please tell my future boyfriend or my future husband.
Sema, mpenzi, how you been? Unaendeleaje? Ama niaje? Yeah. Sema, mpenzi, how you been? Umepotelea wapi? Umefanya nini na nani? Unajua, ati babe, it's cold outside. Fancy, won't you come inside? You don't have to hide your love. Unajua, ati baby, I'm your guy. Fancy, put your pride aside. You don't have to hide your love. Sema, mpenzi, how you been? Habari ya maisha. I miss you, my teacher. Yeah. Sema, mpenzi, how you been? Umepotelea wapi? Umefanya nini na nani? Unajua, sema ate. Ati babe, it's cold outside. Mpenzi, won't you come inside? You don't have to hide your love. Unajua, ati baby, I'm your guy. Mpenzi, put your pride aside. You don't have to hide your love.
Sema, mpenzi, I've been fine. Sijui nisemeje. Oh, niko poa. I miss you. Imagine, hajui kunipa love. I don't know why I ever left you. Mbona sikukupa time? Unajua, ati that it's cold outside. Mpenzi, can I come inside? I don't wanna hide my love.
Mission daje, baby, now that you're with him and you're not here, nakuhitaji. I'm used to it, you know, nimekumiss, nitakupenda milele. Even though I'm not around you, there'll always be room for you right here kwa roho yangu. Unajua, ati baby, it's cold outside. Fancy, won't you come inside? You don't have to hide your love. Unajua, sema ate. Ati baby, I'm your guy. Fancy, put your pride aside.
I'm gonna put
You don't have to hide your love. Unajua, ati baby, I'm your guy. Fancy, put your pride aside.
Now,
You don't
Team
have to hide your
Afterburn.
love.
What's crazy is Gilad just came through and said that this whole music video wasn't shot in the same country. Do you think it's the internet, Gilad, that has enabled us to do things in separate places at the same time? Because this music video, as you've said, was not shot in only one location.
You know, Mush King, who did several of my videos after this one too.
Yeah.
So Mush King, we were shooting in Roysambu, and we had to figure out, you know, to crack how we're going to shoot Wendy, and Wendy is in Amsterdam, in
Yeah.
Holland, where she lives. So we really and he came up with this idea of, you know, she's, whatever you see in the video of her in the house and all of that, Wendy also came up with that on her side. And then we had that split screen where we're singing together. So mine is shot in Roysambu, hers is shot in Holland. And yeah, that's how we shot the video.
I think that's brilliant because you see most people either here in Kenya mostly, we put off doing music videos. First, because people want to know the reaction towards the song.
Yeah.
All right. Two, the expenses that go towards what you're doing in the song. Now, for you being that creative to be like, you know what, I don't need to fly you in all the way to Kenya so we can shoot this thing for a whole 24 hours.
Yeah.
You just do your thing, I'll do mine, and both of our creative ideas will come together. That really...
And the funny thing is, this video now has like what, like 8 million.
8 million views.
Something like that, yeah. And it like steadily every year another
It grows.
million. So,
It's growing.
and you see comments from people who are watching it for the first time. I just discovered this. I love those. You know, when somebody posts on YouTube, I just discovered that. Well, how have I been sleeping on this? And you see it like 7 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That means your song stood the test of time, kind of. You know. And
But
there's
for
several
me-
like that. Where
Yeah.
like I see the YouTube. So you got like Nakuahidi
Yeah.
with Dela and Usiende and songs where people are, you know,
Really
connecting.
coming
Yeah,
onto it.
Nairobi Yangu. Yeah.
But what I'd like to say is that you make timeless music. You see, I feel like what you think in your mind is, let's see what people can relate to and can vibe to over time.
It's not
for
like,
me-
I'm not planned like that though. I'm not like.
Oh, really?
I'm not I don't write music thinking what will people think at all.
It's what
people
you're
will
feeling.
think what they will think when we're done. Right now, when you're writing music, it's coming
you're feeling.
through you, okay? Without sounding too spiritual.
Yeah.
It's coming through you. It's
Yeah.
it's the music is coming through you and out,
Mm.
and you know, a lot of the time, you know, Moses, he couldn't speak, and his brother Aaron,
Yeah.
you know, right? He used to
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
So I'm like kind of like that, fumbling through the Swahili, and then discovering how the words work and how it speaks. I'm more dealing with how do I express myself correctly in Swahili, and not what will people think of the song. That's like 17 steps later, you know. Even the music videos, they come later first, and I never imagine the music video while I'm making the song. It's always like an afterthought once the song is done. So you just sit there with the guitar at home, and 2 o'clock in the morning on the balcony, you and the rain, and you're singing out loud, and
That's
by
it.
5 o'clock in the morning you've got a song, you know, and you're like, wow, I have a song. Let me go to the studio and see, you know, what I can do
Yeah.
with it.
But you see now, for most artists, all right, let me quote Lil Wayne. For Lil Wayne, he'll be there, Kishash, Apple,
Okay.
12 of them before he puts out a verse.
To each his own, you know,
Yeah,
whatever
but you
does
see
it
now,
for
in
you.
the past, you said you used to smoke cigarettes,
Yeah,
right?
for
But now
many years.
you've
I
come
haven't
off
smoked
that.
cigarettes since now 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, after
So-
32 years of smoking, yeah?
What?
Yeah. I smoked like since I was 15 till 5 years ago.
So would you say that was something that would have, like, you know, either you're writing a song and then you're just like, hey, Ngoja, writer's block, let me smoke one, and then go back.
Cigarettes
into
are not like weed. It's not like that does anything for you. It's not like, if only it was like that. It's not
Yeah.
like that. So no, I've had writer's block though. I mean, and it comes and goes, you know, there's
comes
no,
and goes,
for
true.
me, as opposed to a lot of people who are very scheduled,
Yeah.
I'm a lot more planned in my business and my work and other stuff that I do. With music, there's never been
You just let it flow.
suddenly, look now.
So what would
I was
be-
telling you earlier, I have a show tomorrow, okay? I'm not plugging it, but since it came up, yeah?
Inakuja.
But I have a show tomorrow. Now, I haven't performed in about 6 months because I had a last gig, then I went away to Israel. When I came back, I got busy with other stuff.
Yeah.
Just happened, never planned, yeah? This comeback show now that I'm doing now, it's not planned either. A friend came up and said, I'm relaunching a club. This, since we're plugging, it's called Altitude Lounge on
Yeah.
the top of Diamond Plaza. And
That's where
so
you're gonna
tomorrow
be.
night I have a show there, entry free, and I'm just jamming, and it's a friend who's relaunching the club and said, just come jam
So
with
you
the band.
just vibe with it.
So I called the band and I said, you know, I got us like a few shows at this place to revive the place, and everybody's there and people are coming and it's good fun.
So in talking about revival and just, you know, trusting the journey, just going with the flow,
Always.
you're also a farmer, which I don't. Listen, guys, you can't say wait. You're a jack of all trades.
Tana.
But
I
now-
also have a PR agency.
Now see, luckily, man.
Let's talk before farming, okay? When I say I have a PR agency, did you see Aziad doing something for Big
Yes,
Shavers?
yes.
That was my campaign. Did you see Kamene, Wahoo, Avril and
Yes,
Aziad?
yes.
That was my campaign. Did you see Jugush with Artmaster, the pens?
True.
And that's my campaign, yeah? So I'm very active and busy as a corporate, you know, working with big brands, and I have an agency. That's a job. And then, so like a good Kenyan, we hustle. So I have the PR,
You have your hustle.
I have the music, and I have the farming, which unexpectedly grew into this really cool business. So, you know.
So let me ask you, spanner in the works, all right? Do you feel as though in the Kenyan industry, all right, when it comes to music and being just a creative, all right, you also need something else to sustain you, all right?
It wasn't like, for me it's different, okay? I came into this already a corporate executive with I was a journalist before that, a diplomat. I'd had like 3 successful careers under my wing, and then music suddenly came up again, okay? So you're like, I'm gonna go with this. I told my wife I had quit music 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not quitting again. I gotta give this a chance. I gotta see how it plays out. And look how it plays out. We won Afrima. I got, everybody in the street here recognizes me.
Hello.
It was, at the time I was the first one representing Kenya who had ever won 2 Afrima awards. Then later Nikita Kering did it and all, but at the time I was the only one who had done that.
True.
Yeah. So here I am finding myself with 2 Baba, Wizkid in Lagos,
yes.
unexpected, singing to like 70 million people it was insane. Yeah. So music took me to an unexpected place, but it doesn't mean you stop doing other things that you love.
Okay.
And I love farming. Love farming.
As we wrap up, okay, I'd like to ask you to tell Team Afterburn 2 things, all right? What it takes to persevere through this kind of industry, because you've come in and come out, all right?
And I'll come back in. I've got like an album of songs I've been writing. Yeah, I just haven't gone into record. But I've got, like, if you check my phone, I got lyrics upon lyrics, man. I got songs upon songs.
Yeah.
I just write so I won't forget. Like, I'll stop in traffic on the side. Like, no, wait, I'm going to forget this if I don't record it now. So I'll either record and then I'll write it later. And then I'll play with it with the guitar when I'm chilling at home. Yeah. So I've got a lot, at least like an album, if not more, of songs, parts, that eventually when you get in studio, they turn into collabs. They turn into other stuff, but no, I'm far from done. Are you kidding? It's just,
all right. So
Rihanna released after 6 years. I've only taken a year since my last song.
Exactly.
It's okay.
So you know what? You said tomorrow we're going to find you at a certain place. Before we wind up, tell us where we're going to find you tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow I'm at Altitude Lounge, which is Diamond Plaza, Old Diamond Plaza, 10th floor. It's called Clouds Hotel. There's a nice club up there, gorgeous view of Nairobi. And we're there, full super band. We came back together with the band, the original band that played Gilad live and played all over the country. We did the whole tour with this band. Yeah. So it's like meeting your siblings again, and you go right into the same jokes and the same stories. Yeah. So it was like that, and it's, even musically, you go into the same riffs. You suddenly, that guy plays the song like that. So it's awesome. Yeah. So tomorrow night.
All right. So Gilad, where can we find you on social media? If we want to collaborate, if we want to hit you up and just be like,
if we want to buy garlic.
Yeah.
So on Facebook, it's Gilad Life. Okay, Kama Maisha. Nice. It's on Instagram, it's at Gilad Millo.
Okay.
On Twitter, at Gilad Millo. On LinkedIn, at Gilad Millo. On TikTok, at Gilad Kenya. On YouTube, it's Gilad Millo. What else do I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think this conversation is done. Team Afterburn, we definitely, I know you feel it too. Hey, Gilad, next week unafanya nini? Tupita interview tena.
Let's do it again.
We delve
We
deeper.
talk about music is deep.
Life is deep.
Life is deep. We're on a Friday evening and people are not so much in the mood for these heavy conversations.
Yeah,
so you try to keep it light, but life is deep.
Life is deep, exactly. So you know what?
Yeah.
We're definitely calling you next week or live.
Sawa.
Next week, Sindio. But thank you so much for coming
Ngoja
through, giving us, it's not even a glimpse, it's a snippet too of who you are.
Thanks for having me.
And what you do besides music. But thank you for your contribution. Trust me, hii Grammy inakuja 2025. By 2025.
Yes.
Sindio.
Don't joke. You never
I'm
know.
not joking.
You never know.
Please ask Team Afterburn. Whenever I say something, it comes to pass.
Can I say something to Team Afterburn?
All right.
Yeah.
Since you guys have been
camera.
when you guys are posting.
Yeah.
So it's like Radio Jumbo, Kiss, everybody, like the whole Radio Africa group.
Yeah.
It's like 3 million or whatever followers. And since you've been posting that I'm coming on the show, and I haven't done TV for a while.
Yeah.
Guys have been sending the nicest messages. like really nice, warm, great to see you. We can't wait to watch you. People are tuning in. So to all the people who showed so much love, asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Thanks for all the love. It's very much appreciated.
What? Team Afterburn, me, I'm still in shock that Yani, he said a whole sentence in Swahili. Alright, but coming up next we have the DJ Face Off, so stay tuned. DJ Neshke hapa kwa Dex. Sawa sawa. Fridays, bana. Friday.
Whereas bar go down. But we have to represent.
Sindio? Alright. Alright. Stay tuned.
Swahili girl.
Alright, so for real.
Swahili girl, when you speak to me, Swahili girl, I can hear the birds singing to me, yeah, yeah. Baby, speak to me, Swahili girl, relax and hear my guitar playing, yeah. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah.
Before I leave, you say, Nitakumiss and you kiss me. I wanna tell it to the whole wide world.